We start with memos and drama. The NFL warned teams not to engage with a man named Ken Francis on behalf of Lamar Jackson. Here's how Tom Pelissero described it. Ken Francis is a Florida man, which seemed...
It seemed like he was playing to the Twitter crowd, yeah.
Who most recently was pitching a home fitness invention, again a stretch. He is now trying to negotiate a 9-figure contract with NFL teams who are being told they're not allowed to negotiate with him because he's not a certified agent. Lamar Jackson weighed in. Stop lying. That man never tried to negotiate for me. Then he softens it with the laughing emojis, but it's pretty.
Yeah.
Stop lying. I'm just joking. Then on Lamar's Instagram, we get a shot of said business venture, which is a gym that rolls around. So it's got 2 little wheels on it. But then if you want to take it onto the turf, you have to carry it. And then you can do some of these twists. That has nothing to do with it, I don't think. There you go. You can do some sit-ups as well. Brew, you've been on the record saying Lamar needs an agent. And maybe you're right.
Yeah. And I'm not sitting here like everybody needs an agent. But how long has Lamar been negotiating with them
25 months.
Okay, 2 years. And it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked at all. And look, here's the first thing people need to understand. The league and the Players Association, because the Players Association is right there with the league when they send out the memo. They do this to protect not only the teams, but the players. That you don't just have random people calling, saying they're representing a player and trying to get things
Which is
done.
good, because I might try it on Lamar's behalf. See if I can get this thing going with
throw something at the wall.
If anybody could do it, you know what I mean? Ken Francis can do it. I mean, I feel like I got a good shot at it.
Yeah, I mean, this is not like, buckling to the man or the system. This is there to protect players, okay? Now, Ken Francis said in an article on ESPN, I don't speak for Lamar. That could be true, but he still could be calling teams. It doesn't mean you're not calling teams. Lamar said that man never tried to negotiate for me. That could be true, but he still could be calling teams and just feeling them out. So I'm not saying these guys are lying, but look, Lamar, the agents get 3% at the most. He could, I'm sure, negotiate with an agent to give him 1%. A guy would probably do it. But unless Lamar is going to be getting on the phone with GMs, then he needs to hire somebody certified by the PA to do it.
So here's the key part of the NFL's memo. The first words of it is, we were alerted by the NFL Players Association that this is happening. The NFL Players Association is the one entity that we have heard is assisting Lamar in his negotiation. So Lamar's de facto own people are the ones who reported this to the league trying to protect Lamar. Lamar then tweets out what Wild showed, and then 35 minutes later tweets out that ad for the home gym with my business partner Ken, is what he called it. And so now I have to be maybe a little harsher than I would like to be. Lamar has not handled this in an adult fashion. He just hasn't. The fact that it has only been through social media, the fact that he has teased an interview with a faceless interviewer that is yet to come out, and it's from his own production company, which, again, a lot of guys have their own production companies, and I haven't seen a ton from, was it Truz Productions?
Yeah, 2Zs.
Yeah, it does not seem like it's quite up to the Spring Hill standard, but, who is? And so I think it has become a bit of a, not only am I going to get a fully guaranteed deal, I'm going to do it on my own, and a pride point. But there is, and I'll say it again because I said it a month ago, David Mulugheta is a guy, he's an NFL agent, who's Deshaun Watson's agent, who has exact experience in getting a quarterback who is, in Deshaun's case, a toxic asset in a lot of ways.
Yes.
An unprecedented contract. In Lamar's case, it's not toxic at all. And to not consult with him or to try to do this on your own, we have a lot of returns that this is going terribly, and that you don't have, as far as the public relations side of it, it is going as poorly as it could have. And so I don't think even Wild's the biggest Lamar supporters can say these first few weeks, have gone just the way he would have hoped after being franchise tagged. They've gone the opposite.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Are you going to put a call into the Ravens?
Well, I'm not allowed to. But,
Okay.
I like to pretend to
But
be
you
an
could.
attorney.
You could.
And I've done
I
it.
mean, you could.
Honestly, if we got that memo, it's like, do not negotiate with Nick Wright. It would be great for the show.
All right, I'll call the Colts. I'll see if I can get Irsay on the phone.
Probably could.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.